here I am in Onshape, and I'm going to make the Lego. And so the first thing I want to do is set up my document, and I'm going to create a document called Lego Millimeter. So let me go back to Onshape here, create document, Lego Millimeter. Now my units need to be in millimeters, and by default they're inches. So if I come up to the document menu here, I can go to workspace units, and I can change them to millimeters here, like so. Let's not worry about the folder now. So we have the document name, and we're ready to start in the Part Studio. So my Part Studio is down here. I'm going to right click and rename this one to Lego, what was it? Lego 1. Lego 1. And then the part name here, when I start to make it, I'm going to have to rename that to Lego 1 as well. So if we come up here, let's go to our drawings here. So we're going to make a rectangular prism that is 9.6 millimeters high and 8 millimeters wide, and it's a square on the base. So to do that, I'm going to make a sketch on the front plane. Right click, view normal to sketch plane. Use the rectangle tool. Start at the origin here, pull up into the first quadrant, and actually it's going to be quite a bit smaller than that. So this is going to be, let's see, let me just click there, and you can see the box becomes white background, so I can just put in my number, 8 millimeters, enter, and then for this one 9.6 millimeters, and I can scroll so I can see that. So I'll accept that sketch and right click, let's see, right click isometric view. Okay, so there's my sketch, and now I'm going to go to the Extrude tool here and extrude that out in the other direction, a distance 8 millimeters. And let's take a look at the keyboard shortcuts to see how I can center that. So I think if I hit F, it'll zoom to fit. So here I am. If I hit the keyboard F, it'll sort of put it in the middle. But I'm going to hit P to get rid of the origin planes. And then if I hit F again, it'll make it bigger. Okay. So you can get to the keyboard shortcuts by going to the question mark and then keyboard shortcuts. And again, I used first P to hide all the planes, and then I used F to fit everything into the window right there. Now I want to put a circle up here, right here, and then extrude it up into a cylinder. And I want to center that on the top here, so I'm going to place a sketch on the top like so. Right click, view normal to sketch plane, come up here to the circle tool, click there, and I think I can kind of move the mouse around and it'll pick out the center point, and there it is. So I can left click, pull out here, and the diameter of that is going to be what, 4.8 millimeters. 4.8. So I'm going to accept that sketch, right click isometric, come up here to extrude, click here, and the amount I'm going to extrude is 1.6. I'll accept that. Okay, almost done. Now on the bottom we need to make the cavity that the other Legos can fit into, so this part here. So basically we're just going to make a 4.8 millimeter square centered on the bottom, and we're going to go up, they don't tell us, but let's go up 8 millimeters. So recall where I'm at here, so isometric, so I hold the right mouse button down, I can rotate it over like this, put a sketch on the bottom, right click, view normal to sketch plane, and I'm going to use the offset tool, which is right here. So if I click there and then click on this line, what that's going to do is make a line offset from that. So let me click all four and it'll offset a square from that bigger square. And the amount it's going to do it is right here. So I want that to be, I think, 1.6. Is that right? 1.6. Like that. 1.6 here. And then let's go up. Actually, let's go up only 4.8. So I'll finish that sketch. And I'm going to extrude here. I have to come over here and click remove. And I want that distance to be 4.8. And I'll accept that. And that is our Lego. We can get the volume of this part, but actually let's go ahead and go to the parts list here, right click, rename. We're going to call this Lego 1. And then I think we can get the volume here by going down to the display mass properties. I think we need to select it. Display mass properties. And we get a volume of 532.761 cubic millimeters, so that should be what you get when you do this. So I will capture that and put that in here. And that will be our first part in Onshape. So we've got the part named here, the part studio named here, and the correct volume.